Hola mis amores, es Amora from MoreWithAmora.com, here with your get out your feelings and in your body and in your bag reading. So thank you for trusting me with your energy. Please keep your feet flat on the ground. Keep aware of your breathing. Have some water with you. And as you do that, and just set your space, I will go over some announcements. First and foremost, all of the feathers and rings that you see in my videos and that I use in my sessions, they are all created by me. Handmade, handcrafted, vegan friendly, of course. So all of the birds are still alive, happy and healing, if they did have any issues. And then of course these feathers and these rings, well, nope, some of them are available, not all of them. But this feather is available, and we have fluorite all throughout. So if you are interested in this white peacock feather with modeled peacock pieces, as well as a lavender that is a parrot, a wild parrot feather. So I'm excited to share these gifts with you, my pieces. You get 10% off if this is what you are interested in. There are so many options to check out, so you can go to Etsy, and that is Amora G Jewels .etsy.com. And you can get 10% off using code FEELINGS. Nothing more than feelings. All right, that's enough. So you can feel free to share this video. In fact, please do. If you have any clients, any friends, any family members, anyone that you feel might benefit from this video, go ahead and share it. I ask that you guys just comment down below as to how it works for you. When did it start to kick in? When did you realize, oh my gosh, this is in alignment with what I knew from that reading? So just let me know. Sometimes it takes a minute for our timeline to catch up to the card's timeline, but it is all divine because all things are happening simultaneously. So good job in even manifesting this and attracting this and having this energy in your space. High vibes only. Okay, so lastly, all readings are posted after 3 months, so I do thank you for being a conduit, for being the one that brings the energy of these different cards forth. And what we are doing is something fun and special today. So I had 3 readings to finish up for today, and instead of doing them individually, I figure I will do 3 separate readings, of course representing each of you individually, but what we can do is allow you to choose yourself. So we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. We have rose quartz, petrified wood, as well as red jasper. Here are your 3 options, and you can feel them out, whether it's the color you like, whether it's the stone you like, whether it's the shape or the size of the deck that you like, however you want to choose it, whether it's the number you like, whether it's the one that just popped out to you, it's the first deck you saw, that's the one you choose. You cannot do this wrong. Okay? So I'm going to give you a couple more seconds to choose. Time to start with number 1, rose quartz. See you in a little bit. All right, let's get started. Pile number 1 with the rose quartz. Let's do it. We have 3 questions to ask for this reading, and it is, and the cards have already been shuffled, but oh, boom, the first question is, what got you in your feelings? Okay, power, and how best, or how can you best get out of your feelings? So feet flat on the ground, sending a quick breath, the breath of life, into the deck so we can find out what is, ooh, there we go. All right, so you are in your feelings because you feel you are losing power. You are losing your power. You don't feel strong. You feel like other people have more than you have. And so one thing that you can always remember is, and you can say this can be an affirmation, what the universe or God does for others is now done for me and more. Okay, so if you ever feel any twinge of, jealousy or envy, or, well, why can't I do that? Even if you're not worried, you don't want them to not have it, but you're just like, well, why can't I have that? Why can't I? What's wrong with me? When we ask those questions, what's wrong with my this? What's wrong with that is what we get more answers of. What's wrong? Let me show you more of what's wrong. That's what the universe will do. Let me show you more of what's wrong. So you want to say things like, excuse me, or ask the universe questions like, how does it get better than this? How does it get possibly better than this? With a smile, with a happiness, with a joy in your heart. Okay? So doing a lot of heart chakra work, some forgiveness work, releasing, allowing things to let go. Maybe there's someone that pops up in your mind that you think about, that you're like, oh, I have to let go of that anger that I'm carrying for some reason. I have to let it go. I know I do. So maybe you get a piece of stone, get a rose quartz crystal, and maybe you use that anytime you have feelings of anger towards somebody, or maybe you have road rage or whatnot. You squeeze that rock and you just imagine that energy, that anger, that annoyance, whatever those low frequencies are, releasing from your body and filling up into the crystal. Okay? And then you're going to want to clear the crystal often. If you have a lot of resentment, if you have a lot of anger, then you're going to want to clear it daily. And you can learn how to clear and charge and set your crystals on my YouTube page. So if you just go to the search bar and put in crystals, cleanse, charge, one of those words, it'll pop up. Okay? So another way, in addition to what is now done for what the universe or what God does for others is now done for me, anytime we feel these emotions coming up, seek out partnerships and alliances. Okay, you may not even have to seek them out. They will be coming to you, but just be on the lookout for them. So, of course, you want to vet people. You want to make sure that they have your best interests in mind. We want to make sure that you're not just like, oh, they said that a partnership was coming. This must be it. No, we're not stupid. Okay, so we're going to still be very aware of our surroundings, be aware of people and why they may want to be a part of our lives, do they have something equal or better to bring to the table? There's no reason to settle or to go below what it is that you require or that you are bringing to the table. Equal or more value, okay? So this is getting out of the feelings. You don't need to have control with everything. You cannot control everything. You cannot know what's going to happen and how it's going to happen and is this person going to do this. You can't know. You can't know. The only thing you can do is control your own self. Worry about yourself. You seen that video? Worry about your own self. That's all you can do. And that's great. That is absolutely great because you can put yourself in situations where you are around like-minded people. People that will help pull you up when you are down. And then what? Then you are helping pull them up when they are down. Equally. So remember also working with that rose quartz. Okay? This is another feather that is available at www.amoragjewels.etsy.com. And all of this information will be in the link description below as well. But this is green aventurine, rose quartz, as well as a druzy, like a chalcedony from New Mexico. It was a geode. It was a big old rock that my daddy bought me, and I broke it with another rock, and it shattered into a billion pieces. And here's one. This was the inside of it. It was so pretty. All right, so back to your reading. So the next question being, how do you get back in your body and back in your bag? Or back in your body and fully in your bag? Because maybe you've never felt like you were in your bag the way you want to be in your bag. And if you haven't, now is the perfect, boom. And if you haven't, now is the perfect time. Triumphant success. So the swords is energy, thoughts. Okay, thoughts. So you might have ideas, you might have things that you cannot see, but they come into fruition as you do the work, as you put in the work. Okay? So back in the deck. Boom. Victory and success. So triumphant victory and success. Whatever you are about to embark upon, it is about to hit you with some gold. So what you need to do is be prepared. What you need to do is stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That's all. Mind, body, and spirit. Mind, body, and spirit. One more again. Mind, body, and spirit. And finances. That's how you get back in your bag. So the two questions were, how do you get back in your body and how do you get back in your bag? The first one was the body. The second one is the bag. Man, it's the same thing. You got the exact same thing for both. Regardless of what you're doing, as long as you stay in alignment with where you know you're supposed to be going, as long as you don't start slacking. Like, of course, there's a whole video I just watched about, a bunch of people that are almost hitting the finish line and they get too cocky, they get too excited, and then what happens? Someone comes up from behind because they done slowed down a little bit, or they started smiling too much at the cameras, and whoosh, someone came up from behind and boom, you did not win, boo. You did not win. So right now you're just in this space where you're just holding on because you're like, okay, I'm in the running. I'm doing good. Let me not get too cocky. Let me not get distracted. Do not get distracted. Do not get distracted. That sounds like a huge message. Do not get distracted. Okay, boom. Somebody, boom. Okay, sorry about that. No, I'm not. This is great. So do not get distracted. Do not be deceived. Do not get sucked up with some envy. So be careful about the envy or the deception of yourself. Do not deceive yourself into thinking you have what you do not have, or that you do not have what you do have. But then also don't be deceived by anyone else. But there is harmony coming. So just make sure it doesn't just look like harmony, but that it actually is. And then again, if you see other people, if this is what you're looking for, that harmony, that love, that forever love, if you're looking for that, you cannot have the envy. Look at how he's looking at the couple. This cannot be you, because if you're over here, you can never be over here. If this is you wearing a false mask, I don't want to get married. I don't need no fool. I don't need no man. They difficult, and I'm the divine feminine. And if you in that space and you putting on a mask, you'll never be able to hit this side. If you're looking at other people, again, what God does for others is now done for me and more. Because if you're looking at other people like that, you can never be these people like that. Okay? So you got this. You got this, you got this, you got this, you got this. And of course, cellular cleansing is one of those things that will definitely assist in getting back in your body. For it will open up new things, new ways, new avenues of you feeling amazing, of a better quality of life. It is something that I highly recommend. It is actually the first thing that, sorry, I want to pick up this lighter. It is actually the first thing that I recommend, as it is the first thing that assisted me on this journey of becoming a balanced, being that at least understands, okay, I know how to get my answers. I know how to ground. I know how to feel good in my body. But first you got to get out all the old stuff, all the gunk that we've been eating, that we've been fed, that we've been consuming on a physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual level. And as it pertains to getting in your bag, I am soon taking applications for those who are interested in partnering in wellness business with me. All right, so that's building as a community. And yeah, I'm excited. So thank you so very much. Comment down below as to which pile you chose, as to which one worked for you and how it did. And I look forward to catching you on the next one. Besos. Hola, hola, pile 2. Petrified wood, I'm talking to you. Boom. Okay, so welcome pile 2. I am grateful for you for showing up. This is a new feather that is kind of available, not available. It will be possibly taken down. So if it is up, it is available. Just head over to www.amoragjewels.etsy.com. All right, so let's get it started. And please, if you chose pile 2, petrified wood, whatever it is, however you chose it, please put that down in the description box so I can also know whose energy I matched it up with, okay? Boom shakalaka, I am excited for it. So come diddly diddly come. All right, so pile 2, my petrified wood fam bam. Welcome, welcome. And the first question being, how do you best get out your feelings? Dedication. Ooh, and abundance. So that answers both questions as to what got you in your feelings and how you're gonna get out. So can I just get a little bit of clarity since those popped out? Is there anything else to keep in mind? Commitment. Nope, I read it right the first time. It's like, girl, don't be asking questions and have me pulling out the same card again. My bad. I was just trying to make sure. This is how I connect with spirit. Okay. So here we have what got you in your feelings? Abundance. So you might be in a space of releasing and breaking a poverty mindset of your family, something that is even deeper than you. Okay, you're not the only one. You are not alone. You are not alone. It is something that is in our blood. It is something that it is in our DNA. It comes from our family, from generations and generations and generations before us. If you don't know any millionaires, how do you expect to be one? You have never been in the frequency. It has not been a part of you. You do not have the habits, the patterns, the things that millionaires do when they teach their children. You don't have those things. If you did, you'd also be a millionaire. Because think about it. How many people have filed not rich, but people that get the wealthy mindset, that have the wealthy mindset? How many times can they file bankruptcy, get cut off by the family, get kicked out, and they still are able to, you just hear these magnificent stories of, and a year later, I hit my next million. That's because success leaves clues. There are patterns, there are habits, there are things that wealthy generations of people know and pass down to themselves. The same way you may have been what has been passed down in your cells and in your generations and generations and generations through your bloodline is money don't grow on trees. Do you have McDonald's money? So if that is the habit that you have received and now you are thinking and making all of your decisions through that limitation and that lack, you have the opportunity to shift out of it. How? It's going to take commitment and dedication. Commitment and dedication. You're going to have to be addicted to clearing this nonsense out your bloodline. You're going to have to be addicted to releasing a poverty mindset, to creating habits, creating thought forms, creating patterns, creating circles, creating people in your life that foster the spirit of abundance, the spirit of limitlessness, limitless possibilities, limitless money, limitless experiences. Anything you want, it is there. It is abundant and ready for you. But again, you have to be committed. You have to be dedicated. You have to be addicted to clearing it out of your bloodline, because it's not going to happen by happenstance. It's not going to happen by accident. It doesn't happen by accident. It just doesn't. People who, again, it's those habits, it's those patterns. If you don't have them, you can create them. So I suggest, number 1, picking up some petrified wood If this is something that you can find, amazing. Start to work with it. You can check on my YouTube page. My YouTube is MoreWithAmora. You're watching this video, you are on YouTube, so you can Google from my page. Crystals, cleanse, all that stuff will pop it up. So if you just look through there, and it'll be a video on how to cleanse, charge, and set your crystals, including this piece of petrified wood or whatever piece you get, because this will help you connect with Earth. We are working on the physical plane. Abundance is bringing from the atmosphere that abundance of spirit, that prosperity that is in the spirit realm, where everything is available, where the supply is there even before the demand. And then bringing that down and rooting it into Earth as if a tree had the roots to ground it into this physical planet. Because that's the only way we can manifest. That's why we're on Earth. It's a manifesting magic planet, okay? So good job so far. I am also opening up entrepreneurship opportunities and mentorship for those who are interested in partnering with me as it pertains to health, wellness, and cellular cleansing. You need not have any background. You need not have any education or degree. You don't need anything other than a desire to help other people and a willingness to work, to be committed, and to be dedicated. Because I have no idea how to make money overnight and to be rich quick and all that stuff. But I do know how to make residual money. I do know how to set it up where you can make money while you sleep. I do know how to make money through helping people. I can show you how to do that. But you again have to be dedicated and committed to the abundance that is ready for you. Are you ready for it, baby? Hey! That's the real question. But it's all good, okay? So, boom. I feel like this wants to come say something. Guidance. You're getting this guidance, man. I'm offering guidance. And I'm not offering this to everybody. In fact, if this is the re-release of this video 3 months after you are watching this, it is not going to be open. Nope. This is for now. I'm building my team now, and then we're going to work it that way. So you are being offered guidance, but again, what? You got to be dedicated and committed to your abundance, baby. I'm loving it. I'm loving the energy. So the last 2 questions, and I can already tell you, the same thing that's going to help you find this abundance if you are dedicated and committed to working with the guidance that I am willing to offer you. It is about cellular cleansing and healing from the inside out on a DNA cellular level. So if you're talking about getting out them blockages of abundance and getting it out of your DNA and getting it out of your cells, this is how we do it. So not only can you do it for yourself, but then you can flip it, you turn it around, you show other people how to do it, and now you're making money in your sleep every month. Just because you have introduced others to the same thing that helped you do what? Stay dedicated and committed to your abundance. Because it's going to clear out your cells. You're going to have a better way to meditate, to feel good. You start seeing things differently. You see new opportunities. You're actually in an opportunity. Yo, I can't do this without helping people. I cannot live this life without helping people. So jump in where you fit in. And if you're willing, I'm willing. Okay? I'm willing to meet you. So how do we get back in the body and in the bag? Like I said, I already know back in the body, cellular cleansing. I say it all the time because it's the first thing that helped me even realize that I was a spiritual being having a human experience. I had heard it before, but when I started to cleanse, I got it. Because so much gunk and poisons and chemicals were just released. Pills that I had been taking, Benadryl. We have been a chemical shitstorm for years. No wonder people are going crazy. No wonder people can't sleep. No wonder people are overweight. And no wonder people's bodies are creating these masses of imbalance in their uterus, on their fallopian tubes, in their everything. So how do we get back in the body, baby? Back in the body, in the bag. Leadership, illumination. So body. And, wait, let's shuffle again. How do we get back in the bag or in the bag? Just destroyer. You have got to destroy all of the blockages. You have got to make way for the portals to open up. This is heavy duty. You see, he got big things he's working with. He needs, we've got to destroy the old way. We've got to destroy the mindsets and the thought of, I don't have enough, because baby, you are taken care of. You do have enough. You just don't see it, and so you haven't realized it. And if you haven't realized it, if you don't see it, you haven't manifested it in your physical space, but it's coming. It's coming. That's how you can get back in your bag. How can you get back in your body? Leadership, following the right leaders to illumination. Now, you know, I'm all about putting you back in touch with yourself. You have all the answers. I'm not telling you anything you didn't already know. As you hear this, I know you're probably saying, I know. Man, I know. But that's what it is. Sometimes we need validation. Sometimes we need that confirmation. And my readings are not just readings, they are also healings. So while I'm talking, while you are listening, you are shifting energy. You are creating massive transformation. Even if you don't feel it now, sometimes again, it may take take a few minutes, may take a few weeks, who knows? But this is you on the right path. This is you on the right path to illumination, following the guidance, destroying anything that you know you want to go. So get clear, okay? Get clear on where you want to go. Why is financial freedom important to you? Why is it important? Why do you need money? And if you add it to service, you will always be successful. Service to others. You will be successful. And if you're interested, again, you are more than welcome to discuss working with me. I have all the tools you need if you don't have them yourself. And I look forward to it. So thank you so much. Again, be sure to write down which number you chose and how it was for you. And I look forward to working with you again. Besos. All right, pile 3, welcome, and thank you. So let's get right on into it. So you have the red jasper. Oh, I even changed my rings for you guys because I was like, ooh, they chose the red jasper. Let me see what feather I have with red jasper. And then I had hematite, and then I had the rings to match. So I was like, ooh, let's do it big time. So of course you can pick up these feathers as well as these rings. These are breakaway rings. So you set them. You can find that information on how to set and charge your crystals on my YouTube page, which is More with Amora. And just put in the search box either crystals or cleanse, charge. One of those words will bring up the video on how to cleanse and charge your crystals. And then as you wear these as the breakaways, this also does the same. My waist beads are the same way. So they also have crystals. So when those waist beads pop off your waist, the energy work is done. So when these when you look down and these crystals are gone, you're like, oh, okay, I guess we're done with our work. I got everything that I needed and now they're ready to be free. So I'm excited to continue to share my artwork as well as my crystals and all my goodness with you guys. Of course, check out for the retreats at morewithamora.com/retreats. So let's get right into your reading. First, oh, okay. You have a bright future ahead of you, my dear. What's underneath it? Cupid, oh my gosh, is this a love reading? No, this is a money and love reading. Look at this. First we get Lakshmi, which is bright future. She's all about that coin, honey, okay? She about that money. That money. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. She is the prosperity gal. And then we have Cupid. So you done called in love and money. You were like, let me just cover all bases. Like, we not playing around. Okay, I love it. So the first question being, what is it that has you in your feelings? And let me turn it around for you. What has you in your feelings? And what was the other? Oh, and what's the best way to get out of your feelings? Okay? So stop worrying. Got you in your feelings, your future. You worried about what's going to happen in the future? Are you worried about money? Are you worried about love? Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. The angels say we send great waves of love into your heart and into your mind, awakening your love of life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romantic love has triggered the reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. This is not a coincidence. This is not an accident. Okay, so just know you are cared for. Is there anything else that we need to be aware of as it pertains to what got folks all in their feelings for this reading? Anything next? Opportunity to forgive. Okay, so forgiveness work, heart chakra work. Let's see, what does this say? This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift you higher to a place of peace and compassion. So how are you going to get out your feelings? You gotta forgive. If you want your 10 of cups, if you want all your coins, if you want your 4 of wands, which is that love, that romance, that family, that stability, that 10 of cups is everything that makes your cup runneth over. Whatever it is that you want to get here, you gotta forgive. You've got to forgive, and you might have to forgive yourself. In fact, I'm being led to read this, so let's take a look. Opportunity to forgive. And it says, the angels sent you this card because they can see that you've grown weary. You've grown weary of a recurring negative pattern in your life. And to break this cycle, it is important for you to release old toxic thoughts about the current situation and relationship. You can do this by breathing deeply, and on each exhalation, give your fears, your worries, your anger, and your other painful emotions to the angels. Forgiveness does not mean that you are condoning the other person's behavior. No. It just means that you're unwilling to carry these toxic feelings and thoughts about her or him. Release, be free, and experience positive patterns through forgiveness. So additional meanings for this card could be, number 1, blaming yourself or others does no good. Avoid it. Number 2, as you release anger, a creative resolution to this situation will appear. 3, focus upon desires instead of your fears or judgments. And 4, there are hidden blessings in this relationship and situation. So this is whatever is coming to mind. It is a blessing in disguise. You can guarantee it. Okay, so it mentioned releasing toxic patterns and toxic thoughts. That segues into cellular cleansing, which I speak of all the time because it is the foundation of my healing practice. Getting your cells clear from the inside out, starting to work on that DNA memory, clearing it out, getting out the gunk, whether the gunk comes from heavy metals, whether it comes from trauma, toxic things we're smelling, perfume, chemicals, the things in the air, the things in the water, regardless of what it is. Cellular cleansing in the way that I do it, you're more than welcome to join me. I do it each month. I fast for 4 days. There is a complete support system from nutrition as well as from people to help you make sure you're able to have a successful experience. I will be one of those people, of course, as a coach to hold your hand, to guide you through it as long as you are ready. So as you think of how to release these toxic patterns and how to get in your body, so the next 2 questions being, how do you get best in your body and best in your bag? Best in your body and best in your bag. I already know, like I said, cellular cleansing is my #1 way to get us grounded. Bringing everybody back to the cellular level, really getting us cleared out and grounded so we can see, hear, feel, and experience things emotionally balanced. Guiding children. So how are you going to get back in your body? I don't know if you're attempting to get pregnant and this is going to be in your bag. Perfect timing. What? Okay. So if you are attempting to have children, to get back in your body, to strengthen your body, or if you just lost a child, to get back in your body, it is about fortifying yourself yet again. Your physical self, your spiritual self, your emotional self. Now it says you are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So the only thing with that is you cannot help anyone else unless you help yourself first. And what I know that is needing is grounding. Get some red jasper. Keep yourself grounded. Hold on to it tight. This is a feather you can pick up that has hematite and red jasper. So start to gravitate towards things that will keep you in your body, that will keep you from jumping out anytime there's a trauma, or jumping out anytime there's a silence, or jumping out anytime something does not go your way. Because children are calling for your assistance. But if the children are calling for your assistance, again, just like in the plane, life is so much more important than flying in a plane. And what do they say in the plane? You put the oxygen on yourself first before you put it on someone else, before you reach out to the children. So as you begin to work on boundary work, of course, I am assisting in a mentorship. If that is something you are interested in, you can go to Patreon. All of the information is in the link below or in the description box below. But as you do more grounding, you will find that more of your inner child is being healed. And that is also what is being reflected in the desire to have children, get pregnant, heal children, whatever this card is saying. First and foremost, you've got to get your little thug inner child to listen, to reparent each and every pattern, each and every habit, each and every action that does not serve you and where you want to be going physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. It's time we think way more ahead, further ahead, in advance. Like, oh yeah, okay, I know I want this, I gotta do this, make sure my meditations are right, keep my manifestations good, keep my frequency as high as possible, do the actions I need to back it up in the spiritual realm, on the physical realm, and voila, you've got it all. So back in your bag, baby, back in your bag. Perfect timing. Now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all of the ingredients are ripe for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. I ran out of storage, but I think I'm good now. Yes. Perfect timing. So, again, whatever your inspirations are, jump on them like you're a pouncing jaguar, okay? Pounce on them, get them. Whether it's music, is that what it is? Are you musically inclined? Again, for those of you watching this as it pertains to you, not 3 months later when it's released, but for those of you that this reading is initially intended for, the original vessels, I am opening up the opportunity to work with me, to partner with me as it pertains to cellular cleansing and energy healing, if that is something that you are guided towards. So just fortifying our energy fields, making sure we're always getting our energy work done in a community, in a space where we are willing and able and pushed in a way that's also pushes us outside of our comfort zone, but in a way that we're able to grow in a loving environment. Okay? So if any of that sounds great to you, join me. I am thankful for your energy. Thank you so much. Be sure to let me know below in the comments which pile you chose so I can match up who is with what. That really assists me. So thank you so much. I love it. And I love you. Besos. Ciao.